guys, in this video I won't only be drawing, I'll also be replying to some pen pal mail that I got from my friend Sarah, for example. So like I said, in this video I'll also be making a snail mail letter, two actually, both Animal Crossing themed, because they're for two friends who love Animal Crossing and are obviously playing the new game. And it's also the second painting I ever did using gouache, so that was a challenge, but I must say that I really like this medium. The second part of this video will be where I assemble the pen pal letters, so if you're not interested in that, then feel free to stop watching, or if you're especially interested in that, you can skip ahead to that if you want. Here you see me painting using cheap watercolor brushes, so it's not going very great and I have to do a lot of touch-ups, but luckily enough, since gouache is an opaque medium, that is actually pretty easily done. Anyways, so Animal Crossing themed snail mail. I thought it would be a fun theme to try and execute, especially since I didn't have all my stationery available. Most of it is in my student room, and I'm currently stuck at my mom's place, and I have some of my stationery along with me and some of my art supplies, but not all of it. So that's why I have to make do with the brushes that I have, but also stationery wise I had to pick out things that I thought fit the Animal Crossing game, and for that I also did a lot of magazine cutout stuff instead of using stickers and sticky notes and, you know, your regular stationery supplies. I've been seeing a lot of snail mail videos on YouTube and I think they're really cute. I just really like paper, I really like stickers, so I felt like making one myself. I have been sending snail mail for a while, even before I knew there was a whole community for it here on YouTube. But yeah, I decided to do a video on it because YouTube did give me a lot of new styles. I noticed that especially in the K-pop fandom, they do a lot of K-pop themed pen pal letters, and even though I'm not into K-pop, those people have a really good aesthetic or something, and they make gorgeous journal pages and snail mail letters, so I think a lot of my style kind of originated from that actually. Anyways, here are the finished paintings. I think they turned out pretty cute. I drew Isabel, and for the other pen pal friend I drew her favorite villager, Anka. So in this next part of the video you'll see me assembling it. I actually dumped all of my stationery stuff on the couch for this because there was sun there and I wanted to sit in the sun since it was like the first sunny day in, I think, the whole year. So yeah, that's why I decided to sit down there and try to have a decent setup. I think it sort of worked. As you can see, I'm writing the letters, decorating them a lot, and adding some extra stuff kind of related to current events. I usually do this, but in this situation, obviously, there's a lot more and different things to say than usually. One good thing, I guess, is that I do have a lot of time and a lot of thoughts that I can put into pen pal letters, so both of these turned out pretty long and detailed, I guess. I really stuffed those envelopes full, you can see that at the end of the video. So I'm adding recommendations on activities to do at home, I'm adding entertainment recommendations, pretty standard stuff. I also tried to make a little dress-up game, you know, like the ones you used to play online as a kid, or paper dolls, I think they're still a thing. But in this case, I cut out some cute animals from magazines and like veterinarian folders, and I traced over those and designed some clothes for them, as well as some blank ones so my friends can design their own clothes, like in Animal Crossing. I haven't actually played much of the game. I've played some of New Leaf and I thought that was cute, and I have seen a lot of people play the new game and that seems adorable, so I know some things about it, but not everything. For the extras I decided to get animal and nature related stuff. So I picked out some sticky notes, some stickers, and some washi tape with animals on them. And for the tea, I went fruity because I honestly don't really like fruit tea, but you have fruit trees in Animal Crossing, so kind of relates to it, I guess. I tried. I thought the tea bag looked cute, and actually this orange tea that I added for both of them is pretty good. So the footage you saw just now was all for my letter to my friend Sar, who also sent me the letter that you saw in the intro of this video. In the meantime, I've sent both of these letters already, so spoiler warnings for them were not needed. Actually, both of them have also already replied to me, so it's about time that I sent a new letter. It took me a while to get to editing this video. In this part of the video, you'll just see me basically going through the same process as I did for the previous letter. So I've cut out quite some bits. I didn't do the exact same thing because I kind of base my letters and how much I add to them on the person who sent me a letter first, the person I'm replying to, or on how much stuff that I have in my collection or found around all sorts of places. So sometimes my letters are a lot more chunky than other times. It depends on how much I managed to find, and on my inspiration, and on how much was added in the letter to me, because I kind of like if there's a balance, you know? I don't want to send very little stuff to someone who sent me a lot of stuff, or the other way around, of course. So here I'm assembling the letter to Juliette. At this point of the video, I don't have a lot more to say. I think it's all pretty clear from here. So have a look as I assemble all the goodies and stuff them into the envelopes. Here's one last look through everything that I crafted and drew and assembled in this video. I hope it was interesting to you. I definitely had fun making this. It's kind of a nice distraction and a way to stay in touch with friends. So I'm very glad that I have people to pen pal with. I'm not currently looking for more pen pals though, but if I do, I'll definitely put a notification up somewhere. Yeah. It was nice to work on these letters, but by now my school has kind of figured out the whole online classes thing, so things are going back to normal workload-wise, so I don't think I'll have as much time to assemble and also film a whole process like this. Also because somehow lately I've been getting a lot more commission work, which I'm so thankful for, but it does take a lot of time and like creative energy. But I hope I'll be able to keep up the activity on the channel a little bit now that there isn't anywhere else to go, really. So thank you guys for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!